Yep, cute.
Can you see
You see
the?
where my,
Can you see the our promo screen?
I can see the goldfish in the blender.
Yes.
Yep.
Gus. Okay.
Gus.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, you got your Moon Knight comic.
Oh, how are you?
Yeah,
I'll
it's
just
good,
put this
good.
down. Oh, didn't see you there.
You should be able. You should be able to see me. I've got my my influencer light here. So
Ooh, I'm
to give you
feeling.
the
I'm feeling very
you're feeling
influenced.
influenced. Yes.
Yes.
Put this up here. Ah, there we go. So throw some light on my face. So I'm not. Although we did watch Moon Knight and also Morbius tonight.
We did indeed.
So that was very shadowy. But it's interesting. Like what you watched Moon Knight before Morbius,
I did.
and I watched Morbius, and then I watched Moon Knight. And it was interesting because it showed the difference between like the short form narrative of a movie against the longer form narrative of a Marvel TV show. Because in the Morbius, no, Morbius was not a dumpster fire.
You there?
Dumpster fire, but it wasn't a dumpster fire.
No, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Absolutely not.
Which we can talk about it now because the embargo was till 12:01 Eastern Standard Time, and it is now almost 1:00 over in the east. So we're free to talk about it, but we're not going to spoil anything about Morbius because we want people to go out there and see it and enjoy it, and don't leave through the credits.
Leave through the credits, please. Dear God, please just leave through the credits, and then it'll be a much better movie.
So you're saying when the credits start rolling, leave then?
Absolutely.
Is that...
There are no post-credit scenes. There's nothing to watch after the movie.
Yeah. So if you don't want to lessen your enjoyment of the film, then leave after the credits start rolling, because the after credit scenes will just make you question what's happening, really. So, but it was actually good. It was a really, I thought, like, it's got some major plot holes, but it was a well put together film. There was very distinct storytelling in the 90 minutes they had.
Yeah, I didn't go into it knowing a lot about it. Matt Smith was amazing. He basically made them film for me. Absolutely.
Yeah, he was great, and I don't know what it is about former doctors playing villains, but David Tennant, when he was playing the Purple Man in Jessica Jones, he was fantastic, and Matt Smith similarly in this is a brilliant character.
I will not talk about Thor: The Dark World.
Oh, come on! Yeah, Eccleston did his best. Not much you can do with Dark Elves. Not much you can do with Dark Elves.
But there is a lot you can do with Egyptian god avatars.
Very true. Very true. Now, it is Khonshu that is the Egyptian god that gives Mark Spector his powers, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. Cool.
He's the avatar of Khonshu.
Yes, yeah. So we're gonna be talking about Moon Knight, and I think in this, because it's already out on Disney Plus, and if you're going to be watching a YouTube vlog thing about Moon Knight, then clearly you have to have seen it first. So if we spoil anything for you, it's your own damn fault.
I think it's safe to say we are in spoiler-free zones. Spoiler.
Yes. Spoiler zone.
Yes.
Yeah. No. We're going to be free with our spoilers. Going into Moon Knight, I didn't know a lot about what was going to be the story was going to be about. I did know Ethan Hawke was in it. I didn't know Oscar Isaacs was in it, and that was kind of the extent of what I knew. And I was really impressed. Actually, my wife Kat, before I came in here, pointed out that it felt like a really English show, like not a American show set in England, but it felt like a really English show, like you would watch on the BBC. And it was just, yeah, I think you're commenting on Oscar Isaac's British accent when he plays Stephen last week, but I actually thought his British accent was kind of spot on. I quite enjoyed his British accent, and I thought it was so different enough from his voice when he's Mark Spector that it was real off. That's the other personality he's got.
I think my video's frozen.
Yes, yep, I can definitely tell your video's frozen there. Yep.
Bear with me just a second. Thank you.
Well, either your video's frozen or you just reenacting the scene of the living statue from Moon Knight episode 1. Oh, he's gone.
Okay, yes I am. But I'm still here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still here.
Yes. So let's... hang on. Ah! Bear with me. Let me just get this going. We'll fix it in post. There we go. Right. Video capture. Ba ba ba. Okay, let's make a new one. Here we go. I'm back.
Excellent.
Right.
Back again. Cool.
So Moon Knight, episode 1, season 1, the Goldfish problem.
Yeah, I was it was kind of a thinker of a TV show. You're constantly questioning what the heck is actually going on in the show. I mean, even for the very beginning of the show, where Ethan Hawke's character is breaking a glass and putting the glass in his shoe, and you're kind of like, what's this all about? Obviously, it kind of reeks of those really pious, holy people who
I got
like
real
self-flagellate.
big Da Vinci Code vibes. You know, the self-flagellation. Yeah.
I just, oh my god, it's like just. I think everyone, like, you saw him like break glass, and you saw him put glass in his sandals. Which, incidentally, if you're going to be putting glass into shoes to walk around in, sandals are probably the worst kind of shoes to put them in, because it's just going to fall out the back, and you just have trails of glass with blood on it everywhere.
Yeah, but if you have your own cult, they can just go around and sweep up after you, so it's not a big deal.
Oh, fair enough then.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But yeah, I thought Ethan Hawke as a cult leader is very convincing. So I was like, yeah, okay, I buy this guy in this role. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, he was fantastic. I will say, I almost felt like Steven should be in the episode of the IT Crowd. And and Donna, she was so funny. Like the interaction between the two, loved it.
Yeah, I was wondering if she was in Ricky Gervais's TV show Afterlife. There's a character there who's kind of similar in the way her mannerisms and stuff. I was wondering if she was modelled on that character. It was just a thought that occurred to me. But I did like how it was set in the British Museum, and I think the trailers kind of made you think that he had a higher stakes role at the British Museum, like maybe he was a curator or a tour guide, or someone who had some a higher purpose there.
Yeah,
a bit of clout. But then to find out he's just a guy working in a gift shop, that was a bit interesting.
And the kids section. The kids section. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that was quite interesting. And Kat reminded me that I had been to the British Museum, and it's kind of interesting because when we did go there, she got really freaked out by the Egyptian area, and so we didn't really spend a lot of time in there. Yeah, Egyptian stuff like mummies and all that kind of stuff just does not sit well with her.
Really? Is it because the British Empire just goes around and steals stuff, and
that's pretty much a lot of it. Yeah. It's got a lot to do with it. Yeah, it's kind of weird though, isn't it? Once they get to a point where it's kind of like, yeah, we went around and stole stuff and it was really bad. Can we have it back? No. We're just gonna keep it.
Okay.
We're just gonna keep it down.
So we're talking about Harrow, Ethan Hawke's character, putting the glass in. Yeah. Shall we jump to this scenes where he does his judgment?
Yeah. It's kind of interesting the scales with the alligators on his wrists there.
Yeah,
and the people get judged and they either live or they die.
And once again, the dual alligator head is the on his walking stick as well.
Yes, yeah. Which you probably wouldn't need if you didn't put glass in his shoes.
True.
Yeah.
So he's
actually, walking sticks did play a big part in both of the things we saw today.
They did. However, Michael did not pid glass in his shoes.
Very true. Very true. Yes.
Yeah. So
I like how he's cognizant there's something going on, that Stevens knows there's shit going down, he just doesn't know what it is.
Well, he is an idiot and a parasite.
Yes, yeah. And he just keeps because he doesn't organise a date. Obviously, he was Mark Spector when he organised a date with the other tour guide from the museum.
Yes.
And then he was going to just benefit from Mark's confidence and go on the date. But he goes to sleep and he knows like something's going on. Like he knows he's either sleepwalking or something like that. So that's why he's tethering himself to the bed. He's keeping all of his doors locked. He's putting that tape there. So
and the sand around the bed as well.
Yeah.
In that kind of moon shape as well. It's perfect.
So if he leaves, then he knows, hang on a tick, something's going on here. But then he has this amazing dream. And I think as an audience, you're kind of like going, is it real? Is it a dream? And I don't think it's like until, because at that point when he goes in the what you think is either a dream or reality, he's experiencing all this stuff, and then he hears the voice, and it's obviously the voice of Khonshu, who's very pissed off.
F. Murray Abraham.
Who's that?
F. Murray Abraham.
It's F. Murray Abraham.
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering who the voice was.
Yes. Very commanding and funny.
Yes. Yeah. No, it was really good. It was like just. I'm just trying to remember what. Kat was saying it was kind of reminded her a little bit of Venom with the whole two split personality thing going on.
Yeah.
With Venom talking and then Hardy talking. Whereas in this case, you've got Khonshu, and he's like berating Stephen because Stephen's crap compared to Mark, who's going to actually get shit done. And then Stephen seems to be having these like micro naps where he's in real dire straits, and then he just blinks out, and then you don't see the Mark bit, and you come back and people are dead.
It's awesome, isn't it? It's like so disconcerting, the change between him being aware and all of a sudden waking up in the changed circumstances.
But it's great, and it's just like as I said, in Morbius, there was 90 minutes to tell the beginning, the middle, the end of the story.
Yeah.
In this, you've got like 40 minutes, and you're basically telling the story, or the beginning of the story in this 40 minutes.
Well, that's it. It's not the beginning of the story. He is Moon Knight.
The beginning.
Yeah, but he's Moon Knight.
Yeah.
They didn't go back to here's Mark, and he gets gunned down in front of a statue of Khonshu, and the light of the moon brings him back. They've just picked it up. Like,
I think they've got to the point where they're kind of like we don't really need to start with the origin. We can like pick up midway through the story, and then we can fill in the blanks as we go along.
Yeah, and Steve Grant is the everyman that we're journeying along with.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good, but and I like the way they slowly built to the reveal of Moon Knight at the end of the episode, like that you had the really good reflection work that they did,
especially with the three different reflections like throughout the whole thing. Yeah.
And it was it's just really good what they did. And I did like when they introduced that Egyptian demon dog at the end, that's wreaking havoc in the museum. That the dog had a lot of respect for the artifacts and didn't destroy any of them.
Okay, I look. It's Egyptian. It's a jackal. Let's just make sure
Fair enough. Okay.
They didn't have dogs. They had jackals and cats.
My history, my Egyptian history was one of my weakest subjects at school.
Okay, all right. You didn't watch Stargate then?
No, I didn't watch Stargate. But yeah, it was. I thought that was really, really cool. Like, because very often they'll just go, "Let's just destroy everything," and nothing really gets destroyed except for that fucking bathroom. Like, that's going to be.
And just like. It was great to see the puddle of water from all the Smash sanitary features. It was great.
Yeah, yeah. I loved how the jackal was so terrifying to Steven, and then he just became. We didn't even see the full transformation of him into Moon Knight. It was just like it started, and then the jackal attacked him, and then it was just like Moon Knight beating the crap out of this jackal. And the jackal trying to get out of the bathroom. It was just it was beautiful. It was so well done. It makes me really excited and wondering what happens next episode kind of thing. So it's like, does the next episode kick off again with Mark in the bathroom just having defeated the jackal, or does the next episode start with him waking up going, "What the hell?"
It's got to be Steven. It's got to be Steven.
Yeah,
it's got to be start through him because that's just awesome.
Actually, speaking of waking up, that scene where he woke up in the mountains and his jaw was all screwed up.
Yes, that was some great CG. I was like, what the?
But the way that he that's the thing is that there must be some Mark in Steven as well, because generally if somebody wakes up and their jaw is obviously dislocated, you're not going to just go and put your jaw back into place. You're going to be crying and calling for help and trying to get an ambulance.
You think so?
But yeah.
So even though that took place in what we would assume to be Switzerland, it was actually filmed in Hungary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's an interesting factoid.
Yeah, very nice. I did like the castle.
Yep.
And the Monty Python-esque waving to the guards, and one guard waves back. It's like, what are you doing?
That was so funny. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, the chase scene down the mountain with all the switchbacks, like the Alpe d'Huez style. That was really cool. Loved it. And the fact that he was doing it in a cupcake van as well. Yeah. That was just And again, the micro naps where the guy jumps into the back of the van and then Mark takes over and then this guy's just dead, leaning against the back of the van, and then it just falls out. It was like, I don't know who directed it, but they did a wonderful job. Just the pacing of this thing was brilliant. And then when he wakes up believing that it's Friday and it was just it was all a bad dream. And then it takes him all day, to past 7 o'clock, to realise he'd been gone for 2 days. Poor Stevie. Poor Stevie. I loved Chekhov's log truck as well. Oh yes. Yes, we saw it, collapse. Then 5 minutes later, all the logs are rolling down the mountain and take out the bad guys. That was that was very nice. It's not quite as nice as Chekhov's mammal aquarium in Flying Mammal Aquarium in Morbius. Oh yes, yeah. little Easter egg, my favourite. When Stephen found the phone, he was going through all the phone numbers, and it came up on Frenchie's number, because it was like Lila, and then it was like DeCamp, which is yeah. So that's his real name. So that was cool. So Frenchie is there. We will hopefully see him pilot a helicopter at some stage. Yeah. The lack of Jake Lockley.
Now, who's Jake Lockley?
So traditionally, like, there's Mark, there's Stephen, and there's Jake. They're the three.
A third. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're the three base personalities, with Mark being the original. So Moon Knight is basically he's a Batman knockoff. We'll cut through it. Yeah. So Jake was his persona, who was a taxi driver who would drive around all the bad parts of town and get all the info and the gossip.
Right, like Matches Malone?
Correct. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And then obviously Mark Spector is the Batman character.
He's Bruce Wayne.
Steve. Oh, so Mark's Bruce Wayne. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so who's Stephen then?
Great question. I'm trying to think. Let me have a look. No, I think you're probably right there. He was an art dealer from memory, but it's been a while, so that would make sense. Yeah.
So I was thinking like you had Matches, which was Batman's alter ego. Then you got Mark is Batman, and then you got Bruce Wayne with Stephen.
Yeah.
Although not a billionaire playboy, but still unassuming alter ego.
Well, he is quite rich because he's obviously made his money being a soldier of fortune, and
that's true. Yeah.
Yes, killing people of different skin colours all over the globe.
I wonder if Mark, being a mercenary, will ever run into a certain other merc with a mouth.
I don't think so. However, the end credits for Moon Knight, they really evoke Daredevil for me.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually stay to watch the end credits because I was like, because it's been a very long night for us.
Yes.
Although Mobius is only 90 minutes long, I did have to drive back from the theatre and then watch Moon Knight. So as soon as it finished, I said, good to go. Let's do this thing.
So I suppose we should probably look into it for next week. I don't know if it's the same credits team that did the Defenders and the Moon Knight stuff, but it was very, very similar.
I swear to God, like either it's the same people doing most of the opening credits these days, or just there's a particular style that people go for. But I think the Daredevil opening credits are pretty much like the best you can get. That kind of liquid red kind of look to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah.
Yeah, no. All in all, I would definitely give this a full moon. Full moon for the rating. Good start.
Nice.
There was no Marlene, but I'm okay with that because no one really cares about her.
The fact that you remember all this like stuff about Moon Knight really surprises me. Like, it's just like I know Moon Knight, but it's just like he's not a character for the comics that has gripped me to like do a deep dive with him. Even though I tried, but I think my Marvel Unlimited subscriptions run out, so I've got to pay for it again.
Do you know what I remembered today? Remember back in the old days when comics were 75 cents? And there was you could subscribe. Mm-hmm. Like you'd cut the back of the comic out and you'd send it off with a international money order all the way to New York, and then 3 months after the comic came out, you would receive a badly damaged copy in your mailbox.
My God, the good old days.
Yes. Moon Knight was one of the first comics I subscribed to.
Really?
Yeah.
And, oh man, I used to like, dream of that. Subscribing to a comic and getting a comic sent to me and that sort of thing. Mind you, I did recently I did actually get some comics sent to me because I missed out on getting them. But as you're saying, comics being 75 cents American back in the day. Now the comics like this one here, this is Willy's Wonderland. That's Willy's Wonderland there. This, I believe, is a prequel comic to the Nicolas Cage movie,
where he is the janitor in the
yes. So I just I heard that and I just went, I must buy this comic. That's $3.99 American. It's about $10 Australian.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that's the Halcyon Legacy.
Yeah.
There. So
that's Aurora Singh.
Yeah. She was on Halcyon at one point in time. So, and that's that again is a $3.99 comic.
Yeah.
What else? These are all Star Wars ones. Yeah. So comics these days are not cheap. Like back in the old days, it was those the wall comics where you're going, oh my god, like look at that comic, it's like $50. I really wish we bought those $50. I really wish we bought those $50 comics now.
So, it's getting pretty late, so I don't think we'll go too much longer. But
yes,
highlight of the episode for you.
The highlight of the episode, I think the reveal of Moon Knight at the end. Like I just thought that was really well played out.
Yep. I would actually say the whole shifting reality scene for when Steven's getting chased by all the guys down the mountain. That was fun. That was really.
It was, yeah.
It was fun. Apart from that, rest in peace, Gus.
I do want to see. Deadpool meet him though, because I'm just thinking the split personality thing, the breaking the fourth wall with Deadpool. I just think that's going to be good.
Yeah, that could work definitely. Yeah. Right. Well, unless we want to talk about ancient Egyptian mythology, I think we're pretty much right for now.
Fair enough then.
We won't talk too much about Morbius, so I'm sure we'll do that in the very near future, because it was not a dumpster fire.
We shall give people a chance to see it, and we shall discuss it at length.
Yes. Okay, Lewis, do you want to give a shout out to any socials that we will link in the descriptions below?
Yeah, well, if you want to, we do have Unscripted the Film Show podcast. Sorry about having to wipe my nose before. It's got to that point in time where allergies are kicking in. Nice. So you got Unscripted the Film Show podcast, which is on General Pop Culture Network, and you can also go to Unscripted the Film Show on Facebook, where we post stuff about movies. And then we've also got Diz Down Under on Facebook and our Diz Down Under podcast as well. So go check those out and like and subscribe.
There we go. Okay. Well, thank you, Lewis, and I'm sure we'll speak very shortly. In the meantime, from the Spooky Quokka team, have a good moon night.
Nice one.
Cool. All right. There we go. Cool. I'll edit the rest.
Excellent.
Yeah, all good. That went okay.
Yeah.
How long was it? It was about half an hour. Yeah.
Excellent. That was what we were aiming for.
Yep. All right. Have a good night.
You have a good evening, and I shall catch you later on.
I think I'll be up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Same here. Why would you have a 5 o'clock?
It's Astra's birthday.
Of course, tomorrow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
She'll be up wanting her presents very early. So yeah.
And then she's got to go to school.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's all right. She'll love it. She gets to take cupcakes.
Oh right. Well, so is that a thing where it's her birthday? Got to take cake to school or something?
They used to take cake, but now you have to take individually wrapped items, store bought, just in case.
A store bought, right? Okay, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
So cupcakes and muffins from Woolies or Coles is the go-to.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
But how many kids are in a class? Like 30 or something?
No. Nowadays, you're lucky if you get 20.
Really?
Yeah. I think
I thought class.
It's 24 technically in her class, but with COVID, they're about half numbers.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So kids are all getting the COVID then, eh?
Oh, yeah. So I think 2 in Thea's class have had it. None in Astra's class, but yeah, there's been about 20, 30 cases in the school. And they've only got about 300 kids in total. So yeah, it's going around.
Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully Astra and Thea can avoid it and don't bring it home to you guys.
Yeah, hopefully. As long as we get through a party at Holy Moly on Saturday, that's the main thing.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to hearing your review of the holiest of Mollies.
Yes, we shall. We shall. Cool. All right.
All right, mate.
I'll leave you to it. See you, buddy.
All right, see you, mate.
Bye.
Bye.